My beloved soul, listen carefully. Something has shifted in the spirit realm, and you felt it before you even pressed play. There is a stirring in your chest, a divine acceleration in the atmosphere around your life. Doors you thought were permanently closed are trembling. Paths that seemed empty are quietly being prepared. This is not coincidence. This is confirmation. Your soulmate is closer than you think, and God is confirming it right now. Type, "I receive this," in the comments as an act of agreement with heaven. Like this video as a sign that your faith is active. Subscribe to this channel because divine messages are not random, they are appointments. Click the bell so you do not miss what God releases next. And if you feel led, send a super thanks as a prophetic act of faith, sealing your expectation in the spiritual realm. Do this not as promotion, but as participation. When you respond in faith, you align yourself with what heaven is releasing. My beloved soul, what you are experiencing lately is not emotional weakness. It is divine proximity. The sudden thoughts about partnership, the unexpected memories, the dreams that feel more vivid than usual, the unexplained peace that comes and goes like a whisper. These are not accidents, they are signals. God is confirming that the one destined for you is no longer far away. You have waited, you have cried, you have questioned whether you misunderstood the promise. But understand this, delay is not denial. Preparation is not punishment. God does not rush covenant. He refines it. And what he is doing now is not preparation for someday. It is alignment for soon. There are spiritual movements happening behind the scenes. Conversations are being redirected. Decisions are being influenced. Hearts are being softened. Your soulmate is being guided even when they do not fully understand why they feel restless. They are sensing a pull they cannot explain. That pull is divine orchestration. My beloved soul, do not skip this moment. The confirmation you asked for is unfolding in this very word. You prayed for a sign. You asked God to show you that you were not imagining the connection. This is your sign. Heaven is not silent about your love story. What you must understand is that closeness in the spirit precedes manifestation in the physical. Before you meet, eye to eye, your spirits begin to align. Before your hands touch, your destinies begin to intertwine. That uneasiness you feel lately, that anticipation without a visible cause, is the nearness of fulfillment pressing against your timeline. There were seasons when you were not ready. Not because you were unworthy, but because you were still healing. God would not allow you to enter covenant with unhealed wounds. He refused to let you sabotage what was meant to sustain you. So he worked on you in private. He strengthened your discernment. He deepened your standards. He purified your expectations. And while he was refining you, he was refining them. Your soulmate has also faced lessons, endings, awakenings. They have been separated from distractions. They have been confronted with their own immaturity. God has been pruning their life, removing what cannot enter the covenant prepared for you. Stay with me till the end. Something powerful is waiting for you. Because what I am about to reveal will shift how you interpret every recent event in your life. Have you noticed how certain connections suddenly faded without drama? How opportunities that seemed promising dissolved quietly? How some people walked away with no explanation? You thought it was loss. It was actually divine clearance. God was making room. Your soulmate cannot step into a crowded destiny. Space had to be created. The loneliness you felt was not abandonment. It was transition. The silence you experienced was not rejection. It was positioning. When God prepares to release something sacred, he often removes what is common. Your soulmate is closer than you think, because the obstacles that once separated you have already been dismantled. The timing that once seemed off has been corrected. The spiritual warfare that once delayed movement has been addressed. What remains now is divine convergence. You may not know their name yet. You may not know their face. but your spirit recognizes the shift. There is a calm expectation forming inside you, a quiet confidence replacing anxiety. That is confirmation. My beloved soul, do not underestimate the subtlety of God. Not every miracle arrives with thunder. Some arrive like a gentle alignment of events, so natural you almost miss the supernatural design. Your routine may soon be interrupted in a way that feels ordinary. A conversation, a message, an invitation, a change of location. Do not dismiss small beginnings. Great covenants often start with simple introductions. If you remain till the end, the final word will change everything. Because the nearness of your soulmate is not just about romance. It is about assignment. Together you will build, create, influence and expand in ways you could never accomplish alone. This is not just emotional fulfillment, it is partnership. God is confirming it through the peace returning to your heart, through the release of bitterness you once carried, through the renewed desire to believe again. You are no longer cynical. You are becoming expectant. And expectation is the atmosphere where miracles manifest. There is also something happening in the unseen realm. Barriers of misunderstanding are dissolving. Fear that once restrained your soulmate is weakening. They are gaining courage. They are being nudged toward obedience. They may not even call it divine guidance, but they are being led. Do not leave yet. Heaven has more to reveal. Because what is coming will require you to remain spiritually alert. Closeness means opportunity. An opportunity requires readiness. Guard your heart from doubt in this final stretch. The enemy often intensifies whispers when manifestation is near. Thoughts like, what if it never happens? What if I missed it? These are distractions. Replace them with declaration. Speak alignment. Speak trust. Speak readiness. Your soulmate is not approaching by accident. They are being escorted by divine timing. Every step is measured. Every detail is intentional. God does not confirm what he does not intend to fulfill. And here is what you must hold firmly. The confirmation you are receiving now is not based on emotion alone. It is anchored in promise. If God spoke love over your future, he did not change his mind. Something within the next season will make sense of everything that felt confusing. Patterns will connect, delays will reveal purpose, and you will look back at this very moment and realize it was the turning point where faith became sight. So stand in agreement, remain open, keep your spirit sensitive. Your soulmate is closer than you think, and God is confirming it, not to tease you, but to prepare you. The atmosphere around your life is shifting from waiting to welcoming, from hoping to expecting, from questioning to knowing, and this knowing is sacred. What is approaching is not chaos, it is covenant, not infatuation, alignment, not temporary excitement, destiny intertwined with destiny. Heaven has spoken, the confirmation has been released, and your story is moving forward even now. The shift you feel is not imagination, it is momentum. Heaven does not whisper confirmation without initiating movement. While you were adjusting to the quietness of your season, God was engineering convergence. Coordinates are aligning, timelines are synchronizing. Decisions that seem unrelated to you are secretly connected to your promise. What once felt distant is now approaching with intentional speed. You may not see footsteps yet, but the sound of destiny is getting louder in the spirit. There is a sacred urgency forming, not chaotic, not rushed, but precise. God is confirming that what belongs to you is no longer wandering aimlessly. It is being directed. Your soulmate is being drawn toward the very space you occupy. Even if neither of you fully understands the invisible thread guiding you together. My beloved soul, do not allow doubt to interrupt what heaven is assembling. When divine timing activates, distractions often attempt to compete for your attention. Old memories may resurface. Past connections might try to re-enter. Familiar temptations may knock again. But these are tests of alignment, not signs of confusion. Stay anchored. Stay discerning. The enemy reintroduces counterfeits when the authentic is near. If something feels forced, rushed, or draining, it is not the covenant God is confirming. The real thing carries peace even in anticipation. The real thing does not pressure, it prepares. There is a difference between chemistry and calling. Chemistry excites your emotions, calling settles your spirit, and what God is confirming over your life is not built on fleeting excitement. It is built on divine assignment. This union will not just feel good, it will be right. You will recognize it not because it overwhelms you, but because it aligns you. Stay with me till the end. Something powerful is waiting for you. Because what is unfolding is bigger than romance. It is restoration of what was delayed. It is redemption of what seemed lost. The tears you cried in private were not wasted. Every prayer you whispered in exhaustion was recorded. Every time you chose dignity over desperation, heaven took note. God does not ignore faithful endurance. He rewards it with alignment that exceeds expectation. Your soulmate is also being prepared to recognize you. Their discernment is sharpening. Their distractions are fading. Situations that once satisfied them no longer do. There is a holy dissatisfaction stirring in their spirit, and they cannot explain it. That restlessness is not confusion. It is divine prompting. God is loosening their attachment to what cannot sustain their future. He is recalibrating their standards. He is reminding them of the promise they once almost gave up on. And in quiet moments, your presence crosses their mind without a clear reason. This is not fantasy. It is spiritual awareness awakening. The closer covenant comes, the clearer vision becomes. My beloved soul, do not skip this moment. The final stretch before manifestation often feels the most intense. You may feel waves of emotion, sudden reflection, heightened intuition. You may sense something is about to change, even if you cannot name it. That sensation is prophetic alignment. Heaven moves in patterns, and you are standing in one now. What was once blocked is opening. What was once complicated is simplifying. What was once delayed is accelerating. But acceleration requires steadiness. Do not sabotage your peace with overthinking. Do not analyze every detail to the point of anxiety. Trust the orchestration. When God confirms something, He also sustains it. You are not meant to chase this union. You are meant to walk into it. And when you walk in obedience, heaven handles the logistics. The meeting will not be random. The timing will not be accidental. The connection will not be confusing. There will be clarity wrapped in calmness, recognition wrapped in reassurance. It will feel like coming home to a place you have never physically been. Do not leave yet. Heaven has more to reveal, because there is something critical you must understand. Closeness is not just about proximity, it is about readiness of heart. If your soulmate stood before you today, would your heart be free enough to receive them without projecting past pain? This is why God has been cleansing your memory. This is why certain wounds resurfaced recently. Not to hurt you again, but to extract what remained unresolved. Covenant cannot thrive where resentment hides, so heaven exposed what needed healing before the introduction happens. This is mercy, not delay. Your healing has shortened the distance between you. Every time you chose forgiveness, the gap narrowed. Every time you released bitterness, the pathway cleared. Every time you trusted God instead of forcing outcomes, alignment strengthened. You are closer because you are lighter, and your soulmate is experiencing a similar refinement. Their pride is softening, their fear of vulnerability is weakening. Situations that once distracted them are losing appeal. They are stepping into emotional maturity without fully realizing it. And when maturity meets maturity, covenant becomes stable. If you remain till the end, the final word will change everything. Because the confirmation you are receiving is not just about meeting, it is about merging purpose. This person carries pieces of your destiny, not to complete you, because you are already whole, but to complement the assignment on your life. Together you will unlock influence neither of you could access alone. Conversations will spark ideas. Ideas will birth impact. Impact will bless others. This is why the enemy resisted it for so long. This is why confusion tried to cloud your faith. This is why counterfeit connections attempted to exhaust you. But none of it could cancel what God ordained. It only clarified what you truly needed. My beloved soul, remain spiritually alert. When confirmation increases, obedience must increase too. If God nudges you to step somewhere new, go. If He prompts you to release something old, obey. If He whispers to rest, rest. Alignment is maintained through sensitivity. Your soulmate is not just moving geographically, they are moving spiritually. They are becoming more receptive to divine direction. And divine direction leads them toward you. Soon what felt abstract will become tangible. A voice will become familiar. A presence will become constant. A connection will become undeniable. And you will realize that heaven was never silent, it was strategic. You will see how every detour protected you, how every no preserved you, how every delay positioned you. The confirmation you feel now is the prelude to manifestation. Do not rush it, do not fear it, embrace it, because what is coming is stable, it is mutual, it is divinely sealed, and when it arrives, it will not bring chaos into your life. It will bring clarity. The waiting season is closing, the alignment season is opening, and God is confirming once again, your soulmate is closer than you think. The atmosphere around you is no longer heavy with uncertainty. It is charged with expectancy. Something is about to cross from the unseen into the seen. You have been sensing it in subtle ways, a heightened awareness, a strange calm before something new begins. This is not emotional imagination. This is spiritual intelligence awakening. When God confirms nearness, He also increases sensitivity. You are perceiving shifts because shifts are happening. Your soulmate is not simply existing somewhere in the world. They are being positioned within reach of your life. The distance that once seemed permanent has become temporary. The barriers that once seemed immovable have become irrelevant. Heaven has already authorized the convergence. My beloved soul, do not overlook the intensity of this moment. You are standing at the edge of answered prayer. What once felt like a distant promise is now a present reality, forming behind the curtain of the natural realm. There are conversations occurring that will indirectly affect your path. There are decisions being made that will reroute schedules. There are sudden changes about to happen that will seem spontaneous, but are actually scripted by divine wisdom. Nothing about this is random. Even what appears coincidental will be confirmation in disguise. The reason your spirit feels alert is because alignment is accelerating. When destiny approaches, the soul becomes attentive. You may feel moments of deep reflection, followed by waves of anticipation. You may find yourself reorganizing your priorities without fully knowing why. This is preparation. God does not bring covenant into clutter. He clears, refines, and orders your internal world before He introduces someone into it. And while He has been working within you, He has been orchestrating within them. Your soulmate has also been feeling the shift. They may not articulate it spiritually, but they feel a pull toward change. Old cycles no longer satisfy them. Familiar environments feel limiting. There is an inner voice guiding them toward growth. That voice is divine direction. Stay with me till the end. Something powerful is waiting for you. Because what is about to unfold will redefine how you understand timing. You thought you were behind. You thought you missed something. You thought maybe it was not meant for you. But heaven was not denying you. Heaven was synchronizing two journeys that had to mature separately before they could merge correctly. Premature union would have produced unnecessary damage. So God waited until strength replaced insecurity, until wisdom replaced impulsiveness, until peace replaced desperation. Now the merging will not be chaotic. It will be steady. My beloved soul, do not skip this moment. There is sacred instruction hidden within this confirmation. Remain patient, but remain expectant. Patience does not mean passivity. It means trust without panic. Expectation does not mean pressure. It means faith without fear. The enemy often attempts to provoke impatience in the final stretch. He whispers that you must force something to make it happen. But what is divinely orchestrated does not require manipulation. It requires alignment. Continue becoming the version of yourself that can sustain the blessing. Continue guarding your peace. Continue choosing integrity over impulse. These quiet choices are strengthening the foundation of what is coming. And understand this clearly, the nearness of your soulmate is not based on emotional longing alone. It is based on divine appointment. There is a set time attached to this union, a moment when circumstances align so naturally that resistance cannot block it. You are approaching that moment. The reason you feel an internal shift is because heaven is signaling transition. The waiting season is dissolving. The manifestation season is emerging. You may soon notice subtle changes in your daily rhythm, unexpected invitations, new connections, a sudden desire to visit a place you have never considered before. Do not dismiss these nudges. Divine meetings often occur through simple obedience. The extraordinary hides within ordinary steps. Do not leave yet. Heaven has more to reveal, because there is a deeper layer to this confirmation. This union is protected. What God ordains, He shields. The warfare that once surrounded your love life is weakening. Confusion is losing authority. Fear is losing influence. The clarity you will experience will be undeniable. There will be mutual recognition, mutual respect, mutual readiness. It will not feel one-sided. It will not feel uncertain. It will feel aligned. When God confirms something, He removes unnecessary struggle from it. That does not mean there will be no growth, but it means there will be no chaos disguised as passion. Stability will mark this connection. Peace will anchor it. Purpose will define it. If you remain till the end, the final word will change everything. Because here is the truth heaven wants you to understand. Your soulmate is closer not only physically, but spiritually aware of you. There is an unseen familiarity developing. You may cross paths digitally, geographically, or through shared circles. The introduction may feel simple, but the impact will be profound. You will sense depth quickly, not because it is rushed, but because it is prepared. Conversations will flow with ease. Silence will feel comfortable. Vulnerability will feel safe. This is how you will know it is divinely confirmed. Not by overwhelming fireworks, but by undeniable peace. My beloved soul, guard your expectation carefully. Do not allow skepticism to sabotage revelation. Faith must remain active. Speak life over your future. Thank God in advance. Praise before possession accelerates manifestation. When you express gratitude for what is approaching, you align yourself with its arrival. And as you do, heaven responds with increased clarity. You are not forgotten. You are not overlooked. You are not late. You are positioned. The confirmation you feel now is heaven's reassurance that your love story is not random. It is written with intention, written with wisdom, written with timing beyond human calculation. Soon you will look back at this very message and recognize it as a marker, a prophetic checkpoint before encounter. Everything is moving, everything is aligning, everything is preparing to reveal itself at the appointed time. Remain steady, remain faithful, remain open, because what is approaching carries both affection and assignment. It will not distract you from your purpose. It will amplify it. It will not diminish your identity. It will strengthen it. It will not compete with your calling. It will complement it. God is confirming once more, your soulmate is closer than you think. And when the moment arrives, it will feel less like surprise and more like fulfillment. The promise is not fading. It is forming. The distance is not increasing, it is closing. The silence is not empty, it is strategic. And the God who confirmed it will complete it with precision. And now you must understand why this confirmation feels different from every hopeful thought you have ever had before. This is not imagination trying to comfort you. This is revelation preparing you. There is a divine weight to this word because heaven does not repeatedly confirm what it does not intend to establish. Your soulmate is closer than you think, not because of emotion, but because of movement. Movement in the spirit, movement in timing, movement in obedience. Things are no longer stagnant. What felt paused is progressing quietly behind the scenes. My beloved soul, do not dismiss the subtle peace settling over your heart. That peace is prophetic. It is the calm before divine introduction. It is the assurance that what is coming will not disrupt your life, it will align it. You have outgrown chaos disguised as connection. You have matured beyond confusion, labeled as chemistry. And now God is responding to that growth with clarity. The union approaching you will not feel like emotional turbulence. It will feel like steady confirmation. There will be no need to chase, no need to convince, no need to overextend yourself to be seen. What is divinely aligned will recognize you without performance. Stay with me till the end. Something powerful is waiting for you. Because the final layer of this message is not about anticipation. It is about readiness. Ask yourself honestly, if the promise appeared tomorrow, would you receive it with faith or fear? This is why God has been strengthening your identity. This is why He separated you from connections that drained you. This is why He allowed solitude to refine you, not to punish you, but to prepare you. Covenant cannot thrive where insecurity dominates. So, heaven built confidence within you first. And as you stand stronger now, your soulmate is also standing stronger where they are. They are not the same person they were years ago. Growth has touched them. Lessons have shaped them. The immaturity that once delayed them has been confronted. And the closer they move toward divine obedience, the closer they move toward you. Do not leave yet. Heaven has more to reveal. Because when this encounter unfolds, it will not feel rushed. It will feel appointed. There will be a sense of divine timing that cannot be manufactured. Conversations will carry depth naturally. Understanding will flow without force. There will be mutual pursuit, mutual respect, mutual intention. This is how you will know it is confirmed by God. Not by anxiety, but by assurance. Not by pressure, but by peace. Not by confusion, but by clarity. If you remain till the end, the final word will change everything. Here is that word. Expect it. Expect the meeting. Expect the alignment. Expect the sudden shift from waiting to witnessing. Do not shrink your faith now. You have come too far to retreat into doubt. The enemy tried to convince you that love was not part of your destiny, but heaven is correcting that lie. Love that is pure, love that is stable, love that honors God. It is not only possible, it is approaching. My beloved soul, guard your heart in faith, not in fear. Keep your spirit open, not guarded by past pain. Continue walking in obedience, even in small things. Divine introductions often follow simple acts of faith. And when the moment happens, you will recognize it instantly. Not because it overwhelms you, but because it aligns with everything God has been whispering to you in private. You will realize that the waiting was not wasted. The tears were not ignored. The prayers were not unheard. Everything was preparation for this convergence. And when you look back, you will see that your soulmate was closer than you ever imagined. Closer in timing, closer in growth, closer in readiness. The confirmation you receive today is heaven's way of saying, remain steady. Do not force what God is arranging. Do not fear what God is establishing. Trust the process. Trust the timing. Trust the author of your love story. Because what He confirms, He completes. And what He completes, no force can cancel. Your soulmate is closer than you think. And soon, What was spoken in faith will stand before you in reality. Type Amen.